Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cave Convos. This will be episode 8. I'm surprised I got it right this time.
Yeah,
but
that is a surprise.
I won't need to edit anymore.
Yeah, you won't need to edit. He said it took him 10 minutes to edit out his
Yep.
mistake.
Listen, it's a learning process. We're trying to
Darren.
get better and better.
Proud of you.
If we started out phenomenal, then
Yeah, I guess it is
What's
good.
the
We have
point?
Darren learning all our edits.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I think we gotta. I'm your
Anyways.
co-host, Fred. Another one of your co-hosts, Fred. Darren
Yes.
didn't do his normal thing, but we also have a
Oh.
special guest here today.
I'm another one of your co-hosts, Dare Bear, and we're joined by special guests, as Freddie said. Yes.
Yes, and we're also missing Jeff Grizzly. Jeff Grizzly's out for the episode.
Yes. Yeah, all right.
And now let's
Well,
get into the
yeah.
episode.
Now that we've gotten all of the exposition out of the way, D-Bear,
Yeah, we got D-Bear in the
We got
house.
D-Bear today.
a.k.a. Dan.
Yes, Dan.
It's great to have you. I haven't seen you in a very long time, I
I
feel.
know, it's been a minute.
We have had a lot of tremendous memories, whether it be eating stale sugar or witnessing.
Stale sugar. When did you guys eat stale sugar?
So, in art
The
class,
project.
everyone had to make a sort of Egyptian-based thing.
What did we do?
I couldn't tell you. I really have no idea.
That's gonna fun.
I don't know what I did. Maybe a paper.
This is Gaspardi. That's who it's for.
Kaspardi, the art teacher. And
Oh, I remember her
yeah.
actually.
So someone had made this pyramid out of sugar cubes. It looked quite good, actually.
Divine, as some would say.
And Dan had the brilliant idea to give it a try, and I was so like, after witnessing him try it, I thought, like, I couldn't not, you know. And when I did try it, it was probably one of the worst experiences of my life.
We ate the whole project.
Yeah.
Damn.
And, but it
I have another story kind of based off that.
what?
In school, you guys know I want to say Jakey Baby. He was called.
Jake Williams.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't want to say his full name.
Oh,
Well,
my bad.
we've
My bad,
we've
Jake.
had those issues in the past saying the name. But
Hold on.
I was in his class one time.
You guys
No, the issues of
No, yeah.
us saying people's straight up
okay.
names. That's
No,
what I
I
was talking about. But you could edit that if you want. But
No,
I was
we'll
in a-
keep Jakey Baby. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was in a class and we had edible earths. We had to like make an edible earth, and he made a cupcake, and it had like frosting on it for the planets, everything. And after he presented it to the class, he just went back to his seat and started eating.
Wait, what grade was that?
I think it was what's it called? Team with that we were in like every class together. Ruby, maybe?
Ruby, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Was it Sergio?
Is
I
that-
think,
did that
yes,
fit?
yes.
I was gonna say I was
Was that-
thinking
yeah,
about
he was
that. I made
fifth
it. Mine was good. My mom made it for me.
Yeah.
But I remember Jake Withington. I remember that story because everyone was like, "Jake ate his whole project," and that was,
Jake ate his
it was
project.
so funny.
I had no idea what the context for that was, but I do remember hearing.
Well, he
about
was like bigger, so like everything's funny when someone's bigger. So.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have a story about your brother,
Jay Bear.
about Jay Bear.
Jay
yes.
Bear.
So I
A
was
probable future guest.
we were in maybe 3rd or 4th grade. Mrs. Doran's class that we shared with Logan Johnson, and there was a special needs kid who went berserk. What was his name? Ooh, it might have been. It might have
He
been.
goes to the
Vincent.
school. I've seen him. I've seen him.
He went berserk in me in Fred's class.
Yeah, he
too.
did. Mm-hmm.
Like berserk.
It
He went
actually
berserk in
scared
another
me.
class that I had. That wasn't with you. I've seen a lot of berserk moments.
So yeah, but anyways, the situation was here with Jay Bear. Here I am in class. I'm a big old boy. This is like, you
Yeah.
know,
You were fat.
this was I had to lose weight to join Badger, so I was even fatter.
Yes.
So wait, this was before you lost weight to become.
Darian came back the summer a superstar.
That it took a lot of effort though. I had to run my ass off. for
That's
that.
crazy. You went really in grind mode. Didn't say
It
no
will.
to nobody.
Yeah, I didn't. I really was silent about it.
You came back
pretty
straight
good
face.
too.
Did not care. Straight face.
Well, I was just so like I felt like a movie star or something. 'Cause everyone
You-
was like, "Oh my God, Darren, you're skinny
What
now."
you were.
And I was like, "Wow."
Respectful.
That was honestly one of my favorite moments in my life. Was people just appreciating the fact
Yeah,
that
but
I
you
was
had
no
no
longer
smile
fat.
on your face.
Absolutely,
You had absolutely no smile on your face.
Yeah, because
I remember it
well,
like yesterday.
You have to think about it from my perspective too, though. Like, if you go up to like someone in the NFL and you say, "Ooh, you're really good," they're not going to think, "Damn, I am really good." They're going to think, "Yeah, no shit." You know, like, how much effort did I put into this?
Fair enough. Back to your story.
But I did appreciate it, though. I
Jay
hope you
Bear.
know. Yeah, Jay Bear. So we're in class, and I'm a big old boy, biggest I've ever been. I drop my pencil case while I'm sitting at my desk. You know, no big issue, except for I have to fart really bad, and I'm trying so hard in my mind to figure out a way to pick it up without farting. and what I came up with, I'll just tighten my cheeks and I'll go down slow. I do that. As soon as I grab it, I don't know if I slipped or what, but I ended up going a little too far, too fast, and it absolutely unleashed. It vibrated throughout the entire classroom. And do you know what the first thing I heard afterward was?
Jake.
It was Jay Bear laughing
Oh,
harder
God.
than I have ever heard him laugh before.
Of
Like,
course.
Of
full
course
out, like,
it was.
What do you expect?
like the full like ha ha, like that whole thing, like
That was a
blaring.
perfect representation of his laugh right there.
That was. I'll never forget it. Like that was etched into my mind.
Yeah, I did the wheeze too.
But- oh,
Logan always called him Slappy when he laughed. I don't even know what that means.
because he's
John?
always
Yeah.
I know what he thinks.
Of course, John laughed. Why wouldn't he? John would laugh now.
He would
The
laugh.
same
Yeah.
way. The same exact way John would
I
laugh.
mean, love John, but you did traumatize me as a kid. I hope you know.
Hey, if it wasn't him, you think no one else would have laughed?
the
No,
fat
no.
kid felt farting.
Do you know what the worst part was, too? Afterwards, I was sitting next to Olivia Gamares, and do you know what she said to me?
What'd you say?
She said, "You already farted. Why don't you smell your armpits now, too?"
What?
Wow.
What does that even
In
mean?
fourth grade?
She thought I was a stinky motherfucker. That's what that meant, right?
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's disgusting behavior.
That's the life of Darian.
She goes here, right? I feel like I've seen her walking
I
around. If
don't
that's
know.
the right person I'm thinking about.
I don't think she does. I really don't. Someone said they thought they saw Taylor Escudero. Not her.
Hold up, though. You know that guy Matt?
Which one?
He played football. I don't want to say his last name. I know his last name.
Are you talking about Mr. Man?
Is
No,
it-
no,
is it
no.
our
Not
grade?
Rain. No,
Our
no.
grade?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, in our grade. He played football and he came from like Scituate, I think.
Matt?
Remember that name?
I, no,
Oh.
I
all right. What about
don't
him?
know that.
He goes here 100%.
Yeah, I've seen
And
it.
didn't he date that girl that you were talking
I
about?
think they.
He might have.
I
yeah.
think
And
they
so
did.
I'm pretty sure she does go here then, because I think I've seen.
I thought they dated like sophomore year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen both of them here, and the reason that they dated it sticks in my memory. That I've seen them
Okay, all right. Where did you see her then?
on campus walking around. I see him a lot. Like I see him walking around like all the time when I'm leaving class.
I saw him at a dining hall once. He was sitting next to what I could only describe as a black male.
You only described as a black man. That's the only identification you have.
Well, because that was the most distinguishing part of me having seen Matt Nisley. 'Cause I'd never seen him with a
His
black
name
kid.
out in the open.
Oh,
Honestly, yeah, this is the
That's
name,
all right, you know
the
what?
name episode.
I'm sorry, but because you're a bear, it's just you're liable to get appreciated and acknowledged.
So I don't think Jake's a bear. He got appreciated and acknowledged. And that,
We're calling him Jakey Baby. You know,
He's-
people don't know who Jakey Baby is.
he did. If you don't know, he did straight up say his whole name. That's why I
No,
brought.
I
it up.
did. I definitely.
That's
did.
why I brought this whole thing up.
What about him? What was it? I got.
I'm talking about the edible earth.
No,
You know?
respectfully, he knew what we all thought back then.
Oh,
He-
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
knows we don't still think this about him.
Yeah.
Like if we saw him, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's the fat kid that ate Edible Earth." I'd be like, "Oh, what's up, Jake?"
I got a phone call from him, and I missed it, and he gave me a voice message, and it was one of the funniest voice messages I've ever been left.
Really?
He was belligerently drunk, and
Wasn't he Spectrum? Isn't that him?
he's Spectrum.
Who was Spectrum? Like, cause wasn't someone like so fucked up one time that they said they were like on the spectrum?
Oh,
Wasn't that him?
I don't know. I don't even remember that.
What do you?
I thought it was at Gushy's. I never went to Gushy's.
Oh, I
Somebody
never went to
Gushy
Gushy's. I
said
never
that they were
went to
on the
Gushy's.
spectrum.
No. He was so fucked up that everyone called him or said he was on the spectrum.
Oh,
So he, like, they called him Spectrum.
I see.
I'm like, and maybe it was something else, but it was something along the lines.
well,
of
all
Spectrum.
right. So taking that story into consideration, he was Spectrum mode then. Yeah, I mean he was gone. Wow, and he said some unsavory things, but
So unsafe.
luckily,
Unsavory.
and this is how I'll frame it, so that he can't get in trouble. Luckily, he said what he said to the right black person.
Wait a second. So he was being racist?
Jake, love ya. I'm not sure what was happening there in that voice message, but I'm still your friend. And I hope that you take better care of the language you use moving forward.
Maybe he had a bad encounter with another black man.
It could have been. What's
Maybe.
weird though is I'm pretty sure he didn't even call me by my name. I'm pretty sure he called me Dylan.
So it probably was a different black dude, and he was just letting it all out.
Okay,
You're
all
good.
right.
It's not about you.
That
You're
makes me
good.
feel marginally better. No,
Maybe the guy deserved it.
I hope so. But even still, I really want him to go about it differently.
No. I understand.
I would think that Jake would want to find a solution and not want to instead
Find more issues.
just spew derogatory terms at him.
You know what's funny about this? Didn't his sister get like
Yeah.
canceled?
Yeah. I was actually on their side when that happened.
No, I was on it.
I support.
I wasn't like on her
Yeah, I
side,
was
but like I
saying-
wasn't
No,
against.
I
what she
didn't.
was
I didn't
saying.
agree with what she said, but what she was saying, like, if someone was standing in front of my car, I'd probably drive too.
No, yeah, and what did you say something about like her parents because they were like cops?
Yeah.
Like I kind of get it, like because
No.
some cops, like personally, Coach Whittington was always a good fucking guy. I don't think he would
He
be
is
a
No, he was
like
good. Dude.
yeah, like I had good experiences with him, and now that you're saying you had good experiences with him, he can't be racist. I mean,
No, yeah.
No, he's just a cop in a bad time.
It's,
Yeah.
Like nowadays, it's hard to be racist. Like your average racist is probably going about and pretending they're not racist.
yeah,
So like even if I were to spot a racist, I probably wouldn't know.
yeah, true.
So like
And it's like in today's age, like back in the day, it was easier to be racist. Today, it's easier to not be racist.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like back in the day, they
back
were,
in the day, you could just segregate,
Yeah.
and lynch, and put on a hood and call it a day.
and like why I was saying it was easier to be racist because of segregation. Like they were fucking putting that out in your face. You were being separated by the government, so obviously it's gonna be pretty easy to fucking start hating the other people that the government's separating you from.
All right, now this is horrible. And the reason why I'm going to say it is because I'm privileged. Like we've mentioned so many times before, I'm black and I'll always be black. You can't take that away from me, BLM. Do you know why black people were enslaved by white people?
Because the first ones I saw.
Black people were enslaving themselves. White people saw this and wanted to adopt this new system because they thought it could be
So they were
possible.
buying motherfuckers who
Profitable.
were already slaves.
Yeah. So African nations, or I say nations, African tribes, because they're very primitive, they would attack other African tribes. Whoever lost
Would become slaves.
would be enslaved and sold. And so once again, this was taught to white people. But the white people also saw these black people eating each other. Like
They did that?
The people who would lose in tribal warfare, they would put them into stews and
That's
cut their
wild.
meat up and actually eat it. And the white people were so appalled by this that they decided that maybe black people aren't people. Maybe if you eat one of your own kind, maybe you aren't actually human.
I mean, a part of me agrees. I mean,
So
because like in today's age, if you see a cannibal, that motherfucker he's outcast. He's set in jail. No one fucks
That's
with him.
true.
everyone loves to oversimplify things and just say, oh, white people are racist. Oh, slavery is all white people's fault. Ooh, black people are victims. Blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, the situation is more complicated than most people could possibly understand, and you're just dancing around problems. So don't tell me I'm wrong for thinking that black people should take more accountability.
I think we should we can change up the subject a little bit if we want to go to a little more lighthearted thing, even though it might not be that lighthearted.
Yeah.
If we were talking about the like Super Bowl and the gambling
Oh,
world that we were talking about
All
before.
right. So moving away
Yeah,
from
moving away from racism and race and slavery. And everything.
from my qualms with black people, let's move on to the good things about black people. We'll talk about the NFL.
well played.
That was well played there.
So, I am not a big fan of the NFL anymore. I haven't been since I played. That makes sense. But
since you never played in the NFL,
Yeah,
no,
you-
since I played football.
You did make that seem like you made the NFL.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, we all thought you were,
I'm-
but
I'm the age of 20, so it is actually impossible for me to have made it to the NFL yet.
Is it?
I want to
No,
put that
you-
out there.
when you be in the you could be in the draft this year, right?
You
Yeah.
well,
if you stuck it out,
I thought
last
you.
year.
No, actually,
you
I
have
don't
to
know,
finish
'cause
out
I
your
don't-
seasons.
I thought you could.
I never heard of any dude 19 in the NFL.
There's no. Yeah, there's
I
no.
thought it was
really.
like 20 though.
It's usually 22. It's fresh out of college.
21s and 20s.
Some
They play
of
all.
them
They
have
play all
younger
4
birthdays.
years, bro.
No.
Where are the 20-year-olds coming from?
Pretty
That's
sure,
what I'm saying.
In junior
I'm pretty
year?
sure Sauce Gardner got drafted as a 20-year-old. Or 21.
Well, I know in the NBA it's a lot more likely for people to go like after.
Josh
freshman.
Giddey's was 19.
Yeah, that's why I thought in the NFL they did that shit too. Only 1 year.
It's Josh Giddey.
Low key, football takes more time to develop, kinda, in a way.
Yeah, a lot of it too. is
Because like it's so many different skills.
Well, not only that,
You're blocking. Fucking
you
running.
literally just need to like physically grow larger,
Yeah, true.
and that like you can't do that in a day.
Can't do that sitting on a couch.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of have to like have no life just to do that life.
they
Yeah, it
have to
pays
sacrifice a lot.
Definitely
But,
pays off, but
And a good thing too, you have to think about it like this: they're sacrificing a lot, but for a short period of time, because you're only in the league and playing football for like what, a third of your life.
yeah. it's
Tom
not
Brady.
really-
I just saw a thing. Tom Brady. He's been in the league for like 49% of his life.
Yeah, but Tom Brady's also
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
yeah.
Like
He's the oldest player ever. I was just bringing that
running,
up.
running backs
How old
average.
is he?
I don't. I
40.
think this might have been right after he left.
He's like
but
40 something, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot more time.
He's like 44 now, right?
I think the
43?
statistic took place like right after his last
He's getting
season.
there.
but-
He's getting ancient.
Well-
He's retired already, so he is ancient.
He's about to join the news.
What do you mean?
Well, the football news.
Is he
Okay,
really?
okay.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be a sportscaster?
They were talking about it. Him and Belichick, I guess.
Wow.
That's so boring.
Um,
what
no,
is
no.
Belichick gonna
People
bring?
said Belichick might be really good, so I think we have to give him
Okay,
a
yeah,
chance.
as
I've
like
hardly
a-
ever heard him speak though.
We got to give him a chance, though.
No, like yeah,
Where'd
as
this come
someone who
from?
can like identify shit going on, yeah, he'll probably be
He is
good.
one of the best in the business.
But as someone
so.
who's gonna talk to the fucking press and shit,
No,
terrible. That's what I would think. Tom Brady.
I think Tom Brady's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
You see that new commercial, the Dunkin' one, with Tom Brady. What's his name? Beyonce's. No, that's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Who's the other?
I don't even know.
Can't think about his name right now.
Who? Well, like what relationship?
They were
is he at?
singing.
All right.
It was a good commercial.
Tom Brady was singing.
Tom Brady was singing. It was Tom. What's that guy's
We're
name?
talented.
He's dating some famous girl.
Wow. Okay.
I can't think about it right now.
I need you to clarify.
I'm
this one.
trying.
You know what we could do? Just look up the Tom Brady commercial.
Yeah, look up the Tom Brady
We're gonna.
commercial.
No, I want you to think about it though. 'Cause
I'm
This will
thinking
help
about
you.
his name.
This will help you with.
Oh, that's not what I want.
It's
something
like
like
five dudes. They're all five
Five dudes.
talented grown up dudes that were all liked by a lot.
This is.
Yeah, there it is. No,
Oh. Okay. The Clemson. Oh,
no,
it's not
Dunkin' Donut.
Well, why do they have a crown? Since when does Dunkin' have a crown logo?
No, they're called Dunkin' Kings.
Oh, get out of
Who are
here.
the other ones?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
That's Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. That's what.
Matt
Who's he dating?
Damon.
Dating? I have no idea.
He used to be with someone. I think it was J Lo or something, right?
Oh yeah, I mixed up Beyonce and J Lo. Yeah, it was J Lo.
Ben Affleck wife.
I think he's still with her.
Ooh, who's he with? He's riding J Lo. He's riding J Lo.
She's very attractive.
Is it J Lo?
You're
I
doing
didn't
you're
see
doing well for yourself, huh,
Well,
Ben?
That commercial.
You didn't do too well as Batman, but you
I was about
did,
to
you
say
did well
Ben
in
was
that regard.
Batman, and he was Daredevil.
Good commercial.
both of them
And
were, like, very
Tom
good.
Brady. Now he's making more money on top of his football money.
Yeah.
Wait, is he supposed to
I
be
don't-
Tom Brady? What's the commercial? Or is
Ro-
Tom Brady also?
They're just singing.
Rob Gronkowski is also doing a lot of commercials.
Except missing a field goal. I
Dude,
didn't
that
bet.
was
On,
so
funny.
I didn't bet on that, but if I did, I'd be so.
Oh,
Pissed.
I completely forgot about we were supposed to be talking
Oh
about
yeah.
the Super Bowl.
And yo, that is the most rigged
No,
bet
no,
ever.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
the thing is, the camera came out and it looked like an animated show. So
I know,
then I was like, what is this? And
I
then
know.
it cut. Rob Gronkowski's sitting there. He misses a field goal.
Wow.
Like that's the most rigged.
He
bet
probably
I've ever
trained for.
seen.
He probably trained for like a year and missed the field
And he
goal.
still missed
25
it.
yarder.
Well, here's the thing. If I'm being honest with you, Rob Gronkowski is not like he's not the brightest bulb. you know?
Personally, I think it's wild that you can bet on that.
Yeah,
Because you can bet on
Well, no,
anything.
it was a bet.
No, but
it was a
like-
bet for a certain. Like I think it was FanDuel.
Yes,
It
it's
was like a FanDuel bet.
FanDuel is pushing the bet at you, and like that's what's crazy about it. And they
Yeah.
have like full control over it. If it's
Nobody else had bets over that unless you were on FanDuel.
Yeah.
So
And like Rob, like they could be like, "Yo, Rob, we'll give you a fucking $2 million if you just fucking shank this shit." Like I mean,
no,
know
but
what I
then again,
mean?
Rob
Yeah.
Gronkowski, like you said,
That is
he's
pretty
not
sketchy.
the. He's
That is
no,
sketchy.
but like you said, he's not the brightest bulb. So
Yeah.
he doesn't care about making that money. He just wants to. He wants to do
Yeah.
that for
Yeah,
himself.
thanks.
He
That
probably
is
He's
does.
the type of guy that would just want to. He wouldn't care about none of that.
yeah. What was that? Darren's got very scared.
Sorry. It was, like I was getting this notification like some app was gonna start like downloading or
Oh,
something.
shit.
But
I
I
think on
think
top of that.
crisis averted.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rob Gronkowski, he's a derpy bastard. And I
He's the greatest.
Remember that show he had on Nickelodeon? You guys remember that show?
What was that?
He had a show?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
He
It
like
was.
Why?
watched like stupid clips
Oh
with like two
my
other
God.
randoms. Hold up, I need to look this up now.
he's just chasing whatever money they'll give him, huh?
Respectfully. I remember that show. I watched it like once or twice.
Yeah, it was called Crash Leads.
Crash
It was 3 seasons. That's a lot of seasons for this fucking stupid
It did
show.
good.
I guess it did. Holy
What,
shit.
what am I witnessing?
20 episodes a season, but they got 60 episodes of fucking Crash. They got 60 episodes of Crash Leads out right now that you can watch. Rob is doing good in life. That's all I know.
He's doing
Pause.
way better than any of us
Yeah.
combined.
Yeah, but that's perfectly fine.
Are we talking about betting more?
In all
or the
due time.
Gronkowski?
Oh, and the
But-
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl.
Rob Gronkowski is apparently now he's more of an actor than he is an athlete.
He's a pretty bad actor. Okay.
Yeah, but then again, he's Gronk at the end of the day. Like, it doesn't matter if he's bad or good.
Yeah.
He's gonna
He
gonna
has
get
enough
put in the
fame
movie.
as to
100%.
where it doesn't really matter.
People don't expect him to be good. He's a football player
Right.
that probably has CTE.
and a lot of surgeries.
Yeah.
The CTE it's not probable. I think that is it's
Yeah.
definitive. I mean,
Tom Brady probably don't have CTE.
Oh yeah, he does. Have you seen
he's-
some of the
he's
hits he's taken?
sacks. Yeah, no way.
He used
Like,
to he
in
used
the
to run
grand-
and then
in
stop
the grand
running
scheme of things,
for a reason.
Huh?
In the grand scheme of things, I don't think. Compared to other
Do
players,
you know
he
how
was good
easy
at
it is to get CTE? Like you don't have to get like absolutely railed. Like just falling down.
And he played against the
CTE.
hardest hitters.
So,
Just
so we
being
can
a
all have
lineman.
CTE right now?
We do. From playing Badgers, we have CTE, but it's so unsevere comparatively to that.
So
Like,
CTE
they're-
on that so you got CTE from that?
Easily.
From that right there?
Well, no, not from that. But
Darian used to get cracked
Hmm.
because he'd run the ball every time. But
Damn.
especially when I would play like varsity and JV, like, and I would go against like St. John's Prep and Brockton. Like that's CTE 101.
Yeah.
When you have a 250-pound black kid running at you full speed, you're not going to be healthy afterwards.
or in the Thanksgiving
Yeah,
game
fuck
when they
that.
called you.
All right,
Oh my god,
that was all right. I'll talk.
All
Hold on. Let me tell this story. They bring my ass out there,
freshman year.
knowing damn well I didn't want to play. Because when the coach even asked me if I wanted to go to varsity, I said to him, "Sure," as in, no, not really, but I guess I don't have a
Sure.
choice. So there I am playing at the varsity level. They bring me out, one
Yeah, I
of
was
the
there
coldest
too.
games of all time. They brought out a bunch of people.
Bunch. There were 6 of us.
They brought out 6 people, one of which was Dan McLaren, phenomenal athlete. He's one of the best DNs that I've ever witnessed in my life. I just,
That's like, yeah, and he was playing fucking JV for the majority of his
Who, me?
Badger career.
I know.
They
I
just
was,
hated
yeah.
you and John for no,
I
reason.
got hated on. It's all right.
They didn't hate you. It's you guys gave such little effort to the sport that
Yeah.
they couldn't possibly give you.
Well, because yeah, no,
varsity spot.
that's one thing I never did. I was never a guy to go study plays, go do all that. Like I didn't care
either.
enough for that.
Oh, I didn't either.
I didn't care enough to go
But
train.
on
I just-
defense. Yeah, it's much more
That's
important.
the
to
thing, they
study.
didn't give a
I didn't need to
shit.
study. I just
They
ran
didn't
into
give a
whoever the
shit.
ball.
If they played defense, it would have been fine.
What did they want from you? That's what I want to know.
Hey, you were at the end. I
was at the end.
I was at the end. You were the linebacker. You were up behind me. How many yards we let up?
I know how many yards me and Mike Rubo didn't let up. I don't know where you were.
Me and Mike,
Oh. Wait, who you were behind me, right?
I was behind you?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. We
I-
didn't let up anything. Come on, give me some
No, but
props.
they just never went to our side though,
Because they were too scared.
because
I
we were
wouldn't
on the
wanna-
left.
I wouldn't
Everyone
want to
goes
go
to
to
the
our
right.
side.
The right side is always the strong side.
I wouldn't want to go to our side.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like defense that much.
I love defense.
I liked offense. So
But
much
scoring
more.
touchdowns was a good feeling.
I didn't even care about the scoring of touchdowns. It was
Defense
more
is so much more fun unless you have the ball on the play,
Hey.
in my opinion.
Fred,
yeah.
all I'm saying.
I'm coming from a running back. Like
But like, so yeah, you had to share the ball with 2 other people who actually,
No, he
who
didn't.
by the end of it, I guess you were the star.
Hey,
but-
realistically,
but for the
I was him on JV. Every play got ran through me, and every
Yeah.
play got ran through you.
Nah, but like
as it should have
every
been.
play got ran through you. How many years was it like?
How
that?
was it
I,
dead?
I'm not gonna lie, like that was like a whole year.
Yeah.
The whole entire one.
So like up until like the last year, you still had to
Freddie.
compete for them reps, right?
well, because Alex and Mike got hurt.
Is that working?
That,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it wasn't. Yo, let me try. I think I'm good with it.
Round 2. Where did I put the thing?
Who do you think was gonna win the Super Bowl?
I had a strange feeling it would be the Chiefs just because, Mr. fucking Perfect over
I knew it
there.
was the Chiefs.
Mr. Perfect there can't lose a game. But
I didn't think the Chiefs were gonna make it.
I really did not want
I
to
bet
do it.
against them actually a lot of times.
I wish I...
You gotta make sure there's that.
No, but it was doing that.
Oh.
I got to...
When I saw it, it was like straight green.
It was bet.
What? The Chiefs.
Round 2.
The Chiefs. What were we?
Nailed 3.
Yeah, the Chiefs were gonna. I knew the Chiefs.
I knew they
were
were gonna win. I bet 300 on them and won.
Yeah, I bet all my money.
I
that
don't
was
get
betting.
why. Why does it have to be the Chiefs? Is it because of the Kansas City mob? Is that
Well,
why?
Honestly, it was.
Did they give Roger Goodell like millions of dollars?
Pat Mahomes is just better than Purdy, and it's gonna. It matters. The quarterback
Yeah.
matters so much in the Super Bowl.
But hold on. You want to
Also,
talk
the
about that?
overtime was crazy. Like,
That
what was
entire
the-
game was close. There
Yeah.
was no reason why the 49ers should have effectively
It wasn't
forfeited
close,
the game.
though.
What do you mean? It was 19-19 at the end.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about like,
49ers
at the
were
start.
up for a lot.
At the start, they were up
Overtime,
by like 2 possessions, and they could have won up 3 possessions, but then they did something that was dumb. They missed the extra point. They would have.
In my
won
opinion,
the
they threw an
game.
interception
Or they got
too, right?
blocked.
Like, yo, in the Super Bowl, they should have been a touchdown or nothing. They shouldn't have went for a field goal in overtime.
Yeah, and they were confused about the rules. You're so
Yeah,
confused that
that's
you decide to go for
realistically,
less points.
It wouldn't.
I don't
matter.
think that's confusion. I think that's fucking stupidity, buddy.
Realistically,
Biggest
it
game of your
doesn't
life.
matter. It doesn't matter what the rules are. If you kick a field goal, they can come down and kick a field goal. It's still tied, or they could
Yeah.
score. You don't win off a field goal.
Yeah, like that is.
So realistically, what are you confused about?
And out of
I know, for real. Like,
Out
they
of every
failed
move.
in their fucking...
every move you could have done right there, your wife, your kids have to be screaming from the fucking stands, "Daddy, please win the Super Bowl for me," and you think the field goal is going to be the game decider. Why? The entire game you've been battling field goals. It was field goal after fucking field goal. And now you want to go into overtime and do what? Kick another fucking field goal? Why?
So
You're a bum! You're a bum!
I never thought about it like
Get
that.
fired.
Do you think the
immediately.
NFL's rigged?
I think that whoever hired that individual should be put into a lobotomy surgery and that coach should be fired.
I really don't think it's rigged. Honestly.
I don't think it's rigged.
I don't know. I mean,
it's hard to like not say it's a little like they like certain people. I feel.
No, they 100% like certain more people like a flag won't like Gardner Minshew gets hit beyond the line.
they love protecting
He won't
quarterbacks.
get flagged. No, he won't get flagged. But Pat Mahomes gets hit a little bit. He gets a flag every time.
Ridiculous.
The Chiefs get more flags than anybody.
And the pass interference calls that I've seen, it's like
I think it's that's BS.
they only look when they feel like looking for them.
I mean, I knew the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl.
I did too.
I really knew it deep down in my soul.
That last play too, where for some reason, you're
we
playing
didn't get to
against.
see it.
All right, last play of the game.
We watched the whole game, but that play.
Yeah, cut out.
Pat
for us.
Mahomes. it's Pat Mahomes.
You know he's rolling.
You know
already.
he's a clever guy. You know that he's going to be able to dump passes if he needs to. And their first thought as a defensive player, I think it was either their D-end or their corner, their
Yeah.
first thought is, let this wide receiver go on an out route right into the end zone. And don't even think about covering him. Ooh, where did you learn that in your football career? Was it in high school? Was it in youth? Was it in college? It wasn't the NFL. What the fuck is that, buddy?
I think it was Nick Bosa. Right?
Holy shit. I don't understand. It's like when I watch the NFL, for the most part, they're professionals because they're really good at what they do. And then sometimes, when things get mighty convenient, they start acting like they've never touched a football before. I don't want to say it's rigged, but if ever anything were to be rigged, it would look like that.
Well, did you watch the Lions game?
The Lions?
The Lions game?
No.
Them against the 49ers?
Dude, I almost won $300.
I was about to win $800. What was the score? 24 to like. It was some.
24 to what?
They were up by like 24 points at halftime. I was like, let's fucking go.
I went home.
I
left.
was like, what a bet. Fred left. We were all happy. We all made money. Every fucking next possession, the 49ers touchdown. Jared Goff forgot how to play fucking football. He was throwing to bums, guys that would hit their hands right through their hands.
Wow.
You have Amonra, you have Laporta, you have Gibbs, you have 3 great targets, and you're passing to like some bum that can't catch more than like once.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's sad.
And maybe it's like a mental thing. Maybe they start getting in their heads. But even still,
Yeah, even still, I mean,
if you are in your head
you can't be.
and you have a Super Bowl
I
on the
know, I was
line,
gonna say the Super Bowl.
get
is
out!
fine.
Get out of the game. You're done.
Hey,
All right.
Bill Belichick would not let that stand.
You are
I hate
QB1.
that motherfucker, but he
You're
wouldn't.
QB1. You have to lead the fucking team, and you can't handle it. You're
What do you
making
mean?
millions of dollars. You
What are
go
you
to
talking about,
you go to
Purdy?
personal trainers. You get your fucking balls touched before every game. You get wrapped.
Who is it that you're talking about?
Purdy.
Oh, Purdy.
What is it that makes this game of football so unbearable to you, Purdy? Huh?
I mean, but what? But like up until like the end of the game, Mahomes was like
I do gotta say something.
it was a close
You get
game.
fed by private chefs. You have $1 million sports car you go to practice and games with every day. You stay at 5-star hotels. And you cannot play a game of football. Fuck off.
You bet money on the 49ers?
I didn't bet. I've never bet in my life. But I care. And
I
you've
care.
disappointed
I
me.
won some money. I won like
How much? What is your total winnings in betting?
on DraftKings it's like $300.
What is your total
How many
standing when it
different-
comes to gambling and total?
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Are you negative? Are you at 0?
Darren. Don't. Did you just ask? Is he negative?
Yes.
I'm
Why do you think
I'm negative.
Why do you think he would plead the fifth if he was positive?
I don't know.
I'm negative, but it's honestly not as bad as you'd think. It's like
That's not as much as I
it's
thought,
not too.
honestly.
It's not. It might be like, but it's
That's not as much
that
as I
bad.
thought. I thought it'd at least be 5, but
You say it's not that bad, but that's what I get in unsubsidized loans
Yes,
every
but
semester.
also, yeah, I was to say, but also I work every single day.
Okay.
It'd be 100% different if I was a college kid
yeah,
and I was
that's true.
losing because we know this kid from UMass. His name's Cole. I'm not gonna hear his last name, but that kid bets his last dollar.
Yeah, I don't really know much about him, but I just heard
No,
through the grapevine
I heard
that this
through the grapevine.
motherfucker. It was it was fights this weekend. This motherfucker
Whoa.
bet his last $60 he had in his bank account on the fight.
And then he got
He's
knocked
addicted.
out.
Is he addicted?
He has to be at that point.
Cole, yeah, but then he'll place like a $1 parlay for like some crazy amount of money. And I'll hit.
Yeah. He
But-
needs help. You got to contact a
Nah,
therapist.
Cole's cool.
You need Dr. Melfi. But here's the thing.
I don't know, Cole.
It's all fun and
Good
games, when you're in college and you have no responsibilities. But then the kids come in, and then you have a wife, and you have a mortgage, and then you start betting like you're in college.
No, my girlfriend already has me on the schedule.
Does
I
Cole
can't.
have this? Is Cole dating your girlfriend?
No,
So he has no schedule, Daniel.
he'll learn.
Hopefully.
How much do you think he's down compared to?
I couldn't tell you.
You think it's over?
I don't know if it's more than me because I don't know if he's had more money than I've lost
Yeah, true.
ever.
True.
Right, so he's restrained
He's
by
definitely
his capital, though.
I don't know though, but I honestly.
No, let's think about this
couldn't
though.
tell
I bet a kid at UMass. I know his family's paying for the fucking school.
you. Yeah.
So everything he probably gets everything he eats, his family's paying for. Everything he fucking his family's paying for. He doesn't have to have any expenses besides gambling, and I assume drugs.
I see. So all of his allowance goes to this.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either. I would just assume.
That's
I
the
just-
I mean,
assumption
if
we're
he is going to UMass,
Well, the thing is,
he
he
has
also
to pay for it, and he has $0.
he also went to Montreal. Like the kid's not. He doesn't come from broke.
Yeah. So his family's probably paying for a lot of shit, and that's why
he's
did.
Canadian.
No, we all went to. Remember when me and all them went to Montreal?
Did you know about that?
No.
You know, like Mike.
Oh, we
Anthony.
can talk about that after.
Okay.
That'll
Yeah,
come up.
yeah.
But
That's where he met his
well, hey,
girl, right?
that's
there.
where my girlfriend.
Is she Canadian?
No, she was also on a trip.
Yeah, that was
Why-
that was luck.
All right,
Why
all right.
does everyone
We'll
go to
go back to
Montreal?
we'll go back to this. It was a frat trip. Go back.
Okay.
What do you think about the halftime show? Did you think Usher was out
Usher.
of line,
Well, I
like-
didn't watch it.
touching Alicia Keys like that? Because if that was my
Ooh.
girl, I'd cry. I'd be bawling my eyes out.
I
behind it,
didn't see all that. Here's the
watching
thing. Here's what I'll say though. Usher is known for doing R&B and soul, right? And oftentimes that can be a bit flirtatious,
I
especially
understand.
Usher. He's
I
ripping off
understand.
his shirt for fuck's sake. Even when he's wearing clothes, it's in the shape of abs. He just loves being naked and talking about sexual activities. So you cannot expect him to go out and perform such songs and not also feel up whoever he's performing with.
That man's better than me. So I'd be absolutely. I'd have
Who
to
is
go.
Alicia Keys married to?
Something.
Is he famous?
Yeah, he is.
I think that Alicia Keys is hotter than J Lo. And also, what I'll say is, if Alicia Keys was my wife, I probably wouldn't be happy about that situation either.
I would not.
Not that Usher is like I'm sure if you're married to Alicia Keys, then you're probably rather successful yourself, and I'm sure that Alicia Keys, there's a reason why she didn't go with Usher, because maybe even though they're both very successful, very wealthy,
Her
very
husband
famous,
is successful.
maybe Usher is still out of her league, So
Or maybe she doesn't want someone like Usher fucking feeling up other girls on stage.
Yeah, because I feel like if I was like,
Alicia Keys, that's why she wouldn't date Usher. Or wouldn't do that.
if I was a girl,
that is
I
a good
wouldn't
point.
like that
Maybe he
either.
doesn't like the promiscuity. You don't like when people are promiscuous.
What?
You don't like.
I don't want my girlfriend to be fucking
No,
promiscuous.
I don't. Wait, what does that even mean?
Well, I mean, promiscuous would be like you're flirting around. You don't have to cheat. Per se.
Is my girlfriend allowed to flirt around? No. No.
It's not-
So you'd be all right if your girl was flirtatious.
I would be all right with that. What is the circumstance?
A guy comes up to her, say like a guy comes up to her, offers a drink, and she's like flirtatious towards him, like walks over with him, gets the drink, talks to him, The guy introduced himself. She introduced herself.
All right.
If your girl's accepted a drink from another guy, that's crazy to me.
Well, I'm trying.
I don't not agree.
So you're
Not as a
talking about-
circumstance. They're friends. It's different. But
Yeah,
it's like
but if it's a random guy at a club and he's giving your girl a drink,
no. But then again, when I'm like 30 and say my girl went to the club with her friends, like if I'm paying for them and some guy's like, oh, I'll buy them. Fuck that. You can go buy them.
true. But like,
Save
if it's
me
just
the
your
money.
girl, if it's just your girl, let me
Oh,
get.
if it's just my girlfriend, then she can text me and I'll pay for it. Respectfully. I'd rather me pay for it than another dude.
You would rather pay for than another dude.
100%.
So you would
Even if she was cheating on you with the dude.
Well, we were saying that.
even
My
if
girlfriend
she
wouldn't cheat on me with another dude.
But that's what we were talking about.
No. We're saying like if a dude walked up to her and was like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" and she was like,
A
"No."
random guy.
But then if she asked me for a drink, like I'd say yes.
Yeah, like I guess this. If a guy came up to your girlfriend and
Okay.
offered to buy them a drink and she said yes, what would you say then? Would you be okay with that?
This is a complete stranger.
Yeah, a complete stranger. That's all. If you try, if you and if,
There was no eye contact. He just saw her and was like, "Oh, that girl's really that girl's good looking. I'm gonna go try to talk to her." And she walked up.
and she accepted,
Alright.
what would you say? Is that okay to you?
There's just it's so circumstantial. You know what I mean? Like because on one hand, you'd be a fool to reject a gift. You don't have
That
to.
is true.
But realistically, a gift from a random guy isn't really a gift. It's more like just
It's an invitation.
exactly. And another girl should not take a random dude's invitation.
Well, I would argue she's utilizing the invitation. She is not taking the invitation, or at least she has the capacity to do that. And so, if my girlfriend or whatever, my wife walks up to me one day and she's like, "By the way, when I was at the bar, I accepted a drink from a guy."
Nah,
My first
look,
thought
yeah,
is not going to be.
I give it a
That's
silent.
it. We're getting a divorce.
I give it a
And
silent
yet,
treatment.
in your situation, it's different. I feel.
I'm not gonna lie.
like,
that-
oh, you're a married guy. How long you been married for? In this.
Well, no, I said
like I said, when I was, if I'm 30,
And it-
if I'm 30 and some like 20-year-old dude thinks, or 21-year-old dude thinks he's all cool, hours my wife, yeah, but wastes his money. But I'm not like, if it's like a threat, like no.
If it's a threat,
Yeah,
No,
like
what does
if
that
it's your
mean?
girl, and if your girlfriend's coming to you, or your wife is coming to you and telling you, she's also like.
No, if
Well,
she
how
no
are
if
you
she
finding out otherwise?
if she texts
if
me
she-
right away.
If you see it.
You're both at the bar and she does that.
No,
If you watch
or you hear it
yeah.
from like one of your friends are at the bar and she didn't know and they see that. And like that's what I'm talking about. But
All right, so I mean that's a whole different issue though. It's like now you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't communicate with you, who's also doing activities without you. So it's like you don't even.
no, I understand.
That's not a relationship.
But also, like, if it was my girlfriend and she texted me right away and was like, "Hey, this random dude asked if I want a drink. Like, would you care?" And I got to answer the question. Like, I could be like, "Yeah, I would care," or "No, like, go ahead." That's different. Like, that's where I wouldn't care.
Yeah, true. If she was saying, hey, some guy's buying me a drink.
you might
she
if I
just-
take this free drink.
If she's just
That's okay.
If she's just honest with me, well, no,
See,
no,
that's
no,
the thing,
not
though.
if
No,
I'm.
because that's the thing about it. It's a little odd to just accept an alcoholic beverage from a random guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
And, hey, and vice versa from a girl. If a girl has an issue with a girl offering me a drink, I understand it.
right.
All right. I suppose though it's the issue of intentions. That's what I'm tripped up on because you can do a lot of things, but if you don't mean bad by it, then why should you then be
But I also think,
held to these standards of being a
because I feel like you should. I feel like you should be aware of your surroundings if you're in a relationship. You should be aware that this could affect this. This could affect my partner this way or that way.
is it your obligation too to have to sort of work around your partner's self-defense mechanisms? I don't think so.
Nah, it ain't. That's a good point.
Um,
I really agree with It's
But-
I agree with you so heavily there that it's not your responsibility to work around your fucking.
it's tricky. It's very tricky.
Okay, but what
like,
if
it's
what
not
if, what if
100%
okay,
your responsibility. Like you
what,
need to
what if it's
be there
what if
for
it's
your partner.
flopped and like
Yeah.
if it wasn't you and it was him, you would be annoyed. Like that's if you would be annoyed, you shouldn't do it.
I would, yeah. But I mean, even still though, like there are so many times in which people will apply that mantra, and all it will end up doing is causing this strife between the partners
Mhm.
because you're thinking, oh, I can't tell them about this, I can't do that because they wouldn't like it, but I need to do it, so I'll go do it by myself. And then you walk in the same situation as before, where you guys are living different lives, and you're like, oh, is she cheating on me? Does she even care about me?
I don't even
I
understand
think
where we came.
We're talking about why are we talking about relationships? What happened to the story?
What Usher?
No. You said, tell me about
Oh,
Montreal.
Montreal.
We still haven't. Oh, actually,
Oh my
we
god,
talked
we
a
still
little
haven't talked about Montreal.
So
Yeah.
around October, we went to Montreal. We went to Jack's house, J Bear number 2,
bit. Jay Bear.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot
and
of.
That's Jaw Bear. That's Ja. And the other one is Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, but John.
Yeah,
Ja.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say Jan. What is that?
yeah. So we have
John.
Jay.
Jan.
I'm just gonna call him Jay Bear. Forget about old Jay Bear.
Okay.
So we
we have a new Jay
We're
Bear.
sleeping at his house. It's me and a couple friends.
Okay. Back again after having been interrupted twice in a row.
Did you get me just mad about this stuff when you just started again?
Huh?
Did you get me when I was pissed off about whatever?
No, we just started again.
Alright. Yeah, this is just bullshit.
What were we
bro.
talking about?
What were we talking-
Montreal.
Oh yeah, we were.
We were about to begin the Montreal story.
Do you want the story now?
Montreal.
Back to Montreal. Me and the boys, you know them. Fred knows them. We went to Montreal. I had 2 of them in my car, and then our bear, quarterback.
Oh boy.
He had one of them in his car. He had J Bear.
Okay.
I had M Bear and A Bear.
You can just
Okay.
And
Mike and Anthony.
Okay.
So we drove there. It was a 6-hour drive, and we got to the border. At the border, we had a little problem. We don't really discuss my problems at the border. So then we got into Montreal.
Problems at
Yeah,
the
what?
border.
I feel like we do have to discuss the problems at the
I don't
border.
want to share anybody else's business that isn't my business.
Was it like what did it have to do with generally?
We just got stopped, searched.
Was it regarding documentation?
Yes. I think. I don't know.
Did they not have passports?
Oh, okay.
So we got stopped, searched, and then we got
ID? You know ID?
yes. So they searched us. Then we had to go in the station for like 5 minutes. I really honestly thought we're gonna have to go
But
home.
you were dealing at that time with the Vancouver authorities
Yeah, what was
of
it?
Canada?
Yes.
Oh, so you saved by
Yes,
the
yeah,
bell.
yeah,
Saved by the
literally,
bell.
100%. So then we went our way. We got to the city. We were like probably the first people on the trip at the city because they all had college, they all had finals. So we just kind of all got to the hotel, roamed the city, got all our Montreal cash. Like we were living life. We went to like a little bar right away. Not a bar. We went to a restaurant first, and then we went to this bar that was called the I forget what it was called, but good bar. But then it turned into a heavy metal bar.
Heavy metal
Yeah.
bar.
It turned the next night we went. There was like heavy metal playing, and then we were like, "Yeah, no, we're good."
Were people like dancing like in raves or?
I don't know. I didn't go that.
So they have like
night.
different
Okay.
themes? That's
No. It was a heavy metal bar. It just wasn't at the time when we went first.
I see.
They had a casino. They had a casino in the bar, so I was just sitting at the casino.
In a heavy metal bar, they have a
Yes.
casino.
So I was drinking. I was just having my RBVs.
this is the most incredible place of all time, and the
So-
fact that you don't remember the name of it. I wish you remembered the name of this place because this is surreal. It's a restaurant. It's a casino. They're also
This
playing
place
card
isn't a
rock.
restaurant. This is just a bar. The restaurant
okay.
was before.
Okay.
So they said slot machines. So I was sitting at the slot machines playing. I actually went up a good amount of money. And then we just kind of sat there, waited for Matt to get there. Matt and his friend showed up. We all hung out. Then we all got food. Then we went to our first club.
What was clubbing?
At this club, it was
a
a
Canadian club.
No. It was a Canadian club, but it was like made by like the schools.
Oh,
There was like 11, I don't know, maybe 8, 11 different frats of different schools there. So it was like a crazy time.
That's surreal. That is
You
surreal.
could go up to the bar, ask for it. It was
Open bar?
Open bar. So we
How much you
had
have to pay to get in there?
nothing. It was with our tickets, but I bought Montreal for like $1,300 and all, I think.
So this was like,
A lot of money.
so this is like an exclusive trip.
Yes, that
And-
frats get or something like
And
that.
how did you?
Frat and stories. Matt goes to UMass and he's
Okay.
in Kappa Sig.
Okay.
Or, yeah, he's in Kappa Sig.
I-
So we got in because of him.
I didn't know Matt went to UMass, and when I'd gone to UMass, I wish that I had texted him. It's very unfortunate.
No, yeah, he goes. He's a
He's
big,
still there.
he's
If you
a-
go
he's a
to
big
go
guy up
again.
there. So at this club, we were having fun. We were all we were dancing. We were listening to music.
You don't dance?
I'm not a really big dancer myself, but
Yeah.
they had a DJ. It was crazy. We were all drinking a lot, enjoying. So then I walked down to the floor just to try to me and Jack and I think Mike. we walk down to the club floor, and we're just kind of like walking around, getting closer, seeing everything. I get stopped by now my girlfriend.
Okay.
Yep.
At the club.
At the club. She said that I was beautiful. Not handsome. She called me beautiful. And then
Not
we
handsome.
exchanged Snapchats, and
The rest is history.
the rest is history.
Wow.
Yep.
And she is actually not from.
She's from New York.
She's from New York. She goes to a school called Oneonta.
Oneonta.
Yeah, and
And her frat just so happened to also be going there.
yes, her sorority. She's not in the frat.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
So she should be a senior, but she's a junior because she had she took a year off.
Okay.
Yep.
So damn, but she's older than us.
Not by
She's
1
21.
year.
She turns 22 this year.
Yeah. Oh. So
She's 2
she's
years
2
older
years
than
then.
us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. That is that's quite a story, I have to say.
There's way more, but
You're not even
He's
done.
way more.
not like there's the next day.
Okay.
That was just number one.
That was the first
That was
day
just
only?
the beginning.
That's the
Oh my.
That was the first day.
first day.
Oh shit.
So then-
damn.
This is gonna be a
After-
great trip.
Oh, all within the same day you went to a bar and then came back and it was a heavy metal bar?
We did so much. So then the next day comes around.
That's what happens when you're out with
Oh,
A Bear and M Bear, huh?
Literally. So then the next day we didn't go to bed till like 5 in the morning that night.
Damn.
So then we wake up. Then we had this Oktoberfest party where we had to wear costumes, but we didn't wear costumes. That was at like 3. I'm snapping my girlfriend throughout this day. We're talking. We're just
Okay.
she's not my girlfriend at the time, but
the
yes.
girl you had just met at the club.
We were just meeting each other, and then we go to this Oktoberfest bar, and it was cool, but it like wasn't cool
Was
because
she there?
no, she didn't go. It wasn't cool to the point where it was like at 2 o'clock and we were all shit faced. Like we drank mimosas that morning. We killed 6 bottles.
Drink mimosas
I remember
in the
seeing, like,
morning.
we
pictures of
killed
this.
like 6 or 7 bottles that morning,
Damn. So
Yep.
you were obliterated.
and then we went to
You were
the club and started drinking RBVs. And then we go after that. We leave.
RBVs.
We bought a pack of. I don't smoke cigarettes, but we bought a pack of cigarettes that literally on the carton was this guy's mouth fucked up from mouth cancer,
Yo.
and they still bought them and
Well,
smoked them.
listen,
That's crazy.
as great as the marketing has come, has developed, like we have like you know what I'm talking about, like the ads where it's like
Like
you
the
see
truth. They
yeah,
call it the
you
truth.
see the
Yeah.
truth, you see like the fucking like the
The
glob of
monsters,
blackness.
yeah.
And like remember that time when like we went to the gas station, the guy like ripped out their fucking teeth and handed it to
Yeah.
pay for the cigarette.
We've come a long way, but realistically, if you want to smoke a cig, that ad isn't going to scare you away.
Yeah, true. That's
right?
true.
That's honestly you're gonna be like laugh at that.
You would actually giggle at
Right.
seeing that.
After Monster.
Like maybe it'll stop people from doing it initially, but the people who are doing it, that is not going to stop them from
No.
fucking getting another cig.
It's really bizarre too, because that's one of the few instances in which, like, it is theoretically okay to use psychology in advertising. At the same time, though, of course, the majority of advertisements are not for public goods. They're not for the benefit of society. And so, like, if you want to sell Bud Light and you want to say that drinking Bud Light is akin to finding your lost dog, right? And you're saying like that, like this will fix all your problems in life if you drink this Bud Light. That's a really good psychological tactic.
But you
But
can't do that shit, but that's got to be illegal.
It's not illegal. That's real. That's really what they do.
They can't. They don't. They don't. I've never seen an advertisement for something saying like, "Yo, this makes you remember your long lost dog."
Well, of course it's not like that, but instead what they'll have is a dog runs away, and then they'll have like this long story of like some farmer who's just like,
you know, I'm not
just
glad he's
moping
not.
So like when the
down.
dog comes back, he gets a beer, and you associate it with that. Is that it?
no, yeah. And so he cracks a beer, and then like, oh my god, like the dog's right here, and then his first sip, he's over there petting the dog.
I think I've seen some shit.
Yeah,
like
I probably
that.
have seen some shit like
It's
that.
ridiculous. It grinds my gears because like you cannot buy your happiness. You know, like all right, money doesn't buy happiness.
Why does it grow on
You can make it work if you got enough, and you know what you're doing. With that being said, you're never going to buy your happiness. You're never going to buy something and think, wow, that's it, my life is complete. So, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think would change your mind?
Well,
Because you could have the biggest house in the world.
no,
Yeah.
I think I don't agree that money can buy happiness, but money can definitely buy something that can create you happiness.
All of the times that I think about using money for happiness, though, I would probably want to spend time with people while doing it. Like I'm
No,
thinking,
no,
I'm
I
thinking
understand.
vacations. I'm thinking a house, a boat, right? I'm thinking going to concerts, stuff like that. Like, so I don't even care about the money.
Also,
I just want to
wait,
be able
but,
to do stuff with people.
But how do you get to that concert with money? That's something you bought.
I don't
that
believe
brought
you
you
can drive.
happiness.
I don't think you can drive a $100 bill.
Huh?
I don't think you can drive a $100
Yeah, but-
bill.
What you're buying is paid
You
for.
just, you just named a concert, something you need to bet, something
So,
you need to pay
but
for.
here's-
Because I'm saying Montreal I was with my friends having the most fun of my life, but I also paid for that trip. The money brought me the happiness.
The money didn't bring you the happiness. 'Cause
But without the money, I wouldn't have had that happiness.
so if you spend time with A Bear and M Bear, and you also spend no money, you will have a bad time.
No,
That's weird.
but I'm
The
also.
thing
but I'm
about
also,
that is, I don't think I've ever hung out with them where money is not being at least exchanged.
we all gamble and
Yeah,
then we'll
it's-
play poker together. But it's not like we don't need to spend money. Like when we go,
It's funny. It's funny to think about that. I mean, yeah, I don't even need to spend money, but it's just funny that every time it's always
it's just something to do. Like, oh, you guys want to play poker? Yeah, let's play poker.
I mean, yeah, I love a good poker game.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that we exist in this horrible system in which you must entertain this game of life, right? You have to get a job, make money, pay bills, pay taxes, and you continue down this cycle ever forward. Realistically, though, oftentimes when you're living these cycles, even if you're Jeff Bezos, the pinnacle of his life, unless he's, kind of got something messed up with his head, the pinnacle of his life is not launching a rocket into space. It's not having Amazon become almost $1 trillion company.
It might be launching a rocket into space, though. That's
Pretty cool
fucking
goal.
big.
Seeing as he has kids,
Yeah, but
really,
I just saw this. Any dumbass can have kids, bro. Any dumbass can have kids. Like, not everyone can fucking send a rocket into space. Like, I just saw that from a show. It was Big Bang Theory. Sheldon said that when he was getting his what's that high honor in science?
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, Nobel Prize. He was getting that. And he was like, anyone can make a fucking baby. Like, I'm getting a Nobel Prize. That's what he said. And that kind of like anyone can have a fucking baby. Not everyone's going to space or sending a rocket to space.
He's not wrong.
But at the same time, I definitely understand what you're saying. That is a big part of his accomplishment.
Yeah,
and what he loves in life is probably his family and his kids.
So you want to talk about Sheldon? Sheldon is literally supposed to be an antisocial.
He's neurodivergent.
Yeah.
Is that a nice way to put it? Actually, I don't know if that's confirmed, but yeah, the other thing.
But like that's
That's what
allegedly.
yeah.
I say allegedly because I've never watched the show. And
I have watched it all.
even-
I'm a big fan of sitcoms.
I
don't
didn't
know
much
why.
I didn't much like it.
I never tried it.
Friends is probably my favorite show of all
I
time.
can't. I
Really?
I honestly can't watch.
So many.
Friends.
Nah, I mean,
can't watch it.
favorite show of all time is probably not anymore, but favorite sitcom 100%.
Freddie,
I'm a big sitcom.
I am
guy.
so glad that you said that because
I wasn't into it.
of all the people that I've talked to, they think Friends just is not funny whatsoever. The fact that you are someone who is funny and you like the show, I feel like that brings me comfort
Yeah.
because it's not.
Thank you.
Why,
for
you
saying
like it?
I'm funny.
I used to really be a big fan of it. I used to watch it all the time.
I watched it a lot of times. I don't like watch it like I used to anymore, but I binge watched the show multiple times.
I haven't gone through like every season, every episode, but like if it was on TV,
I think I've seen every episode in the show at least 3 times. Every episode. I've seen some of them probably upwards of like 10 because they're always the same on TV. But
okay. I mean, like Friends compared to Big Bang Theory, I don't think they're even comparable. I really do not think Big Bang Theory is nearly as good as people has made it out to seem.
yeah, who's your favorite character on Friends?
Is Rachel is Jennifer Aniston? Right?
Yeah,
So then Rachel.
yeah.
Why?
She's
hot.
so bad. Even at age 50, I would smash, and I wouldn't even think about it. You're beautiful.
Personally, I like Chandler the best.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's funny.
Definitely not Ross, though, right?
Nah.
Because he's goofy.
He gets
He's-
annoying. Yeah.
And like even his relationship with Rachel too, that made me mad. Because like, there's no way you're pulling her. Like let's
Yeah,
be
for
honest.
real,
Let's be
bro.
real. You're a dorky dude. You look the way you do. She doesn't want you. Jennifer Aniston could have anyone.
Yeah.
I wish she would have me.
That's wild. What were we saying? That was something about the Nobel Prize or the
We're talking
sending
about
a rocket
Sheldon.
into space.
Sheldon's a weirdo. Oh yeah. So like the corporeal things in life, right?
Money
These,
doesn't buy happiness.
these physical things. And I'm not. I understand that we live in a world in which you need these tangible goods, and as a consequence of capitalism, you must use money to then get it. But my concern is that these systems were not invented by us for us. It was someone else's dream to have all of these things unfurling, and now we've put it in our heads that like this is like the sheep mentality. I feel like where it's like we just blindly accept it, even though realistically it's not really what we care about. If I never made $1 in my life, I would not have a bad life.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you 100%.
No, I would not.
You have to rely on other people making dollars in your life, or you're literally spending your life going from shelter to shelter.
Shelter to shelter.
Okay, what are you eating?
I'm talking about I have a family. I mean, like, I personally...
So you're
don't
just
eat-
have a
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So you do have to rely on money at least to be comfortable. Like, it might not bring happiness.
So, no,
What are you
once
eating
again,
for free? What are you eating for free?
I wish that you could understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. I really
I'm not. No, the $1 thing is crazy because you need money for food. You need money for this. You need money for that. You need money.
No.
for
But
this.
once again, though, so like, do you remember what I said though? That we exist in these systems that aren't for us. They're just it's someone else's systems. What I'm saying is like just because this is what exists because of someone else, that doesn't mean that this is actually what you want. It just means this is all that you have available.
Yeah.
So like, all right.
If I could,
Do you think I'm a clever guy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
If I felt that what you guys perceive to be reality in actuality had something externally impacting it, would you think that I was initially just crazy, or that there might be something else there?
There might be something else there.
There's something else there. There is something else there, and it's exactly what Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber.
sure. I don't know.
He had an entire manifesto. Jeff knows about it. He has an entire
Yeah,
manifesto.
Jeff would know about that.
And he talks about how the Industrial Revolution technology has actually caused all of us to be psychologically worse off.
They were talking about the phone shit. How it's like popcorn brain. I just heard about that on the radio today.
It's like
Yeah.
I will never forget this. I was watching.
That's like a better way of saying brain rot.
I was watching SpongeBob. Patrick, I think I told you about this too. So Patrick had a plant that Sandy had given him that could talk, and he went in his rock with the plant. He started watching a show with the plant. The show was so stupid that it made the plant dumb, and Patrick was just like giggling the entire time.
That's why Patrick's so dumb, because he's always fucking watching dumbass shows.
That phenomenon though, that's real. That is really real. Like people just like. I don't know what it is. Like they go for the easy solutions, like whatever is just the most appealing, right? Like instant self gratification. This video that'll make me laugh. Watch this. It makes me happy. Happiness. Like they try to take control over that,
and change the way they act.
But it's not good for them.
No, it's not.
It's not good for you. And I wish that everyone could appreciate themselves as much as I do when I talk to them, because otherwise they wouldn't be hounding down on their phones. They wouldn't feel the need to become addicted to drugs, and I can't blame myself for all these things, of course, but at the same time I really wish that I could have just talked to them.
Okay, so what if you have a long distance girlfriend and you're supposed to not text her? You shouldn't be on your technology.
So the idea of having a long distance girlfriend is, once again, nothing more than a consequence of these systems that exist. Because college, it's not like you were like the human beings 2,000 years ago, they came upon Earth, and then all of a sudden, like a father just started having sex with a female, and was like, so what are we going to be doing about the college tuition? Like that didn't happen. They were banging rocks together. They didn't even know fire existed. So. Like these aren't real. These aren't real problems. These are problems we've created. These are things we've created.
Now they're real because we created them.
So
trust me, it's a real problem.
You're not supposed to have a long distance girlfriend. It's not supposed to exist.
It's not supposed to. Realistically,
the fact that it can. That's cool, sure, but don't expect it to be like this. Like you're not gonna. Don't expect yourself to have the capacity to find love at its truest form through it.
I think that's not true, honestly, because. They say
Dan is in a long distance relationship.
How long is this? How long are you doing this for?
For real? How long until you guys
Well, she graduates, not this year, but next year, and then she has a job teaching at her school. So
she's not coming around here.
Well, it matters when I buy my house, when I buy my apartment, when I do this, because I'm not gonna bring her back to live with my mom. That's just not gonna.
So you're
happen.
gonna go move away from all your friends?
No, I'm not moving. I have a company that's established.
Oh yeah, it's that. Also, you're gonna move. So you can't go.
If I didn't have a company that was established, it'd be on the table because I wouldn't just be like.
so then
"You're
what are you guys
moving,
gonna
not
do in
me."
the future?
Figure it out, and I'm up to figure it out with her.
Damn.
She understands that I have a the business here. Like she fully understands that, so she knows that like I can't really go there.
So will she come here?
We've talked about it. Yeah, she said she's open to it
And how often do you see each other then?
every week
In person?
in person. It's a 4-hour drive. Sometime she's coming up this weekend.
See, now, that's not really a long-distance relationship, though.
Yeah, it's not as long distance as.
Oh, it's not like state. No, I feel like state like
The fact that you guys see each other every weekend, I didn't know it was that crazy.
That's but the thing is normal relationships that like didn't like say like that wouldn't gain that much like are stripped from like the real form of love, as you say. Let's just call it that. Like they are stripped because their significant other isn't gonna like go out every single weekend for them. But it's different because we will go every single weekend.
And once again, too, like there's so many different circumstances though. Like, because like if she lived in Montreal, are you visiting her every weekend?
No,
Are you even thinking about dating her?
possibly.
You can see though how things start to get a little weary.
No, I understand.
It goes
that.
from black and white right into gray. It's very easy.
Realistic. If it was 4 hours away or 6 hours away, that's a lot different. Like a lot different. It's 4 hours or 8 hours is a lot different. But like 4 hours, like in my mind when she said that, like I knew that she wasn't in Mass. Like when she was like I'm in New York. In my mind, I'm thinking like distances that I'd be okay with.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to be in a relationship with someone who's actually has the capacity to be a part of your life.
Exactly. Yes.
And I like another thing too with the texting. If it is a real long distance relationship, not sort of.
You don't think 4 hours is real?
I think what you guys have more so is just usually what happens when people go to college.
Like distance.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just this is what life is.
Yeah.
Life is you can't see everyone every day.
But my only thing to that is, yes, but it's different if her hometown was my hometown. Like when she goes home, she's still that distance. So that's what makes her the distance.
People though, they don't grow up together. I mean, that's like fairy tale stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But Dan could have found his one.
Dan found his one.
Yeah.
Dan's at a loss for words.
I was trying to think. There was a whole bunch of things that we were talking about long distance relationships, and I don't remember what the other point was now. Whatever. Listen, end of the story, I suppose. Dan,
Daring.
you are a very loyal individual. You are someone who I believe you to be very special, as a matter of fact. And it's no surprise that I've become your friend and that I've known you for as long as I have because, truly, I do not know what my life would be like if I had never met you.
Ditto.
Freddie, that goes for you as well, of course.
Thank you.
You two are pretty. I'd call you two pretty special individuals. You guys both changed me and made me the way I am in different ways, and the same way.
In the same way.
Yeah.
I didn't copy off Fred's homework. I copied off your homework.
No,
I could probably read.
Fred though, he's taking care of business.
I could probably read Fred's homework, but never read yours.
No,
He took a quiz for someone.
No way.
Yeah, I did.
No way. Darian has the worst handwriting I've ever seen in my life.
Is it that bad?
It is really bad.
But it got to the point where
it's like chicken scratch though.
It got to the point where I could read it, but nobody else could.
Even the teacher. The teacher
Yeah.
would actually ask me what I was saying, and Dan would just
Mr.
say it for me.
Antivino?
Yeah.
Oh my god. One time we were sitting there, Mr. Antivino walks over and I'm sitting there. I have Darian's book and my book sitting there. I'm copying every answer. What is this? What is this? He walked over, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. And Darian's book's on mine. He picks it up and I'm just like, shit.
How did I not get in trouble for that? He's such a ghost.
And then Mr.
Didn't Matt Grafton fuck that guy over?
Yeah, he did. And then Matt
That's another
Grafton,
name
I
that we
saw
should draw.
I saw Matt at a I think I saw him at a supply house. Like
Word?
the other day. But like I was in one of those like it was early, so I was in one of those moods where it's like I could say hi and like be like, oh, what's up? Like, dude, I haven't seen you out. But I don't really want to talk to anybody right now. So I just said nothing.
Yeah.
But I think I saw him.
Okay. So we know where Matty G is at. We know what's going on with A&M. Actually, there's a question I have. I'm not going to be able to ask it on the podcast. We'll save this for afterwards, for when the custodian comes through to disinfect this entire room, because apparently there must be parasites or
Yeah,
something.
what time do you go to the gym?
God forbid we stay in here.
I told Michael.
We'd finished the story about Montreal, huh?
No,
Yeah, this is a lot.
we finished day 1. There was 3 or 4 days. 4 days.
Would you like to go through all of it?
Let's go.
All right.
So
We have 20 minutes until 7.
I might be a little fadey and we might get the wrong days, but okay. So second day, we went through. Okay, so second day we went to. I think we did 3 days in Montreal.
3 days in Montreal.
No, I swear there was a 4th day.
Maybe 4. 3.5 days in Montreal.
Okay, so let's just say I'm on the second day, I think. So where we do all of our thing. I can't even remember what we did. We did the Oktoberfest ship, and then we went to the club that night. So I was texting my girlfriend I was texting this girl, where she was gonna be, and we ended up being at the same club. So
Not the Oktoberfest one.
no. So the first club we kind of just chilled out and didn't really know what to do. But the second club, when they asked us to get a table, me and all my friends, we all work. We don't go to school. We all have the money. So we bought a booth. We bought all the alcohol. We had people all coming to our booth, wanting to hang out with us. We were pretty much the biggest spenders there. They kicked everybody else out of the booth, kept us there because we were the biggest booth. And
The biggest spenders.
no, we all spent
How much money? You said it was $1,300 for the trip. How much do you think it was in total with all this?
with all of us. I think I don't know. I can't. The number is probably
Okay.
but a wild amount of money. And we also went to a casino. It was huge. I won 500, and then I think one other person won 200. Then everybody else lost
In Montreal.
in Montreal. It was so. But you're not allowed
Casino de
to.
Montreal,
You,
right?
yeah, you can't smoke in the
Casino?
casino, so it doesn't smell like
Ass.
it smells like cigarettes.
I don't mind it. I feel like it's kind of cool.
No,
to see the
honestly,
whole guys
I think
there.
it fills the vibe. I
It's
think it
a
honestly
beach.
fills
It really
the
is a
vibe.
vibe. Definitely.
So we're
Especially when you see someone their hands in their head and they have a cigarette. That's
no.
that's
One time I was at the
right
casino,
there.
this guy won 11 grand on this roulette hand. What? No smile. He was just he looked more mad that he won that.
He's probably
it was
down.
probably his last thing. He's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill myself at this.
Oh,
But then he
man.
won.
What do you think his story was? Maybe he just he'd come in there with his life savings. He blew $500K. That was the only time he'd won all.
Well,
day.
he was winning that day. He won 11 grand. It's just sitting there. So hopefully he did something. Hopefully that man is alive and well and still winning.
Alive.
roulette.
Yeah.
So back to Montreal. We're at the club. We're doing this, and then my phone's about to die. But I'm I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm walking to the bathroom, and then out of nowhere, my girlfriend also we meet up again, without texting each other where we were. She couldn't find me. She was already drinking a good amount, and I was drinking a good amount. So we were already there. So then we met up, and I told her where my booth was, and then I went to the bathroom, came back. She was there. We hung out, and then she ended up coming back to my hotel that night, and we hung out and talked to each other, met each other. And then my friends came home at 5 a.m. And I don't know why we.
Wow.
Yeah, it was another 5 a.m.
So what time
there.
was this at then? 2? You said?
This was probably at 2.
Okay.
So then we went back, Ubered home. We got there. Then my friends came at 5. And everybody knows my friends. If you're a girl and you're not my friends would kind of make you be what the hell, be not scared, but you know it, Fred. You know what I mean.
They've
Yes.
got,
They're
Am I
very,
one of those
no, okay,
friends?
they're very yes. They're very rowdy.
yeah.
I would
I
scare
was gonna
a
say
girl.
they
So
have a
that's
certain
better word.
intensity.
I'm not
to
gonna
it.
lie. I made it sound way worse than it is. They're just very
Yeah, we're
rowdy.
rowdy, I guess.
Very rowdy. They'd be this is too loud for me. But my girlfriend was
I'm
totally
loud, yeah.
my girlfriend was totally cool with them. I had one of my friends was Dan, I can't say that. But we were all doing something.
Well, now I have to know what you were gonna say.
So one of my friends was made a joke
okay.
about my girlfriend. Well,
He doesn't know.
a girl at a time, and she laughed about it.
Oh, it wasn't her.
No,
It was
no,
a
no,
different-
no. Instead of being weirded out by my friend, she laughed by his inappropriate joke,
Who was it?
Mike.
Yeah.
And then so then
He hurdled Tyler Shannon, dude.
Yeah, you did. But we were
I
just
know.
talking about
we
that,
just
right?
talked about that the other day. And then So then she, in the morning, I Ubered her home. We still like texted and everything. We went and got mimosas again.
Was she there this time?
No, every single night we didn't hang out till the night. Like she was like 10 minutes away, so we just didn't even hang out. I don't know why, but it just didn't occur to us. So we go into this Burger King like midday. We had mimosas again. This Reuben sandwich.
At a Burger King?
No. So we had our mimosas. Then we were walking.
Okay.
This is lunchtime. We're walking to Burger King, and we get Burger King, and we're walking outside, and this like homeless dude's like chasing us. And I'm like, yo, don't even pay attention. Just keep walking. He's
Wait,
like, no. You gotta tell me. So then we keep going. And he goes, hey, he puts up my debit card and gave it to me. And I was like, I am such a dick. I am the one who was like, don't pay attention to him. And he ran after us to give me my debit card.
Wow.
Yep. So I took out my wallet and I gave him like $100 Canadian.
This whole experience.
How much is that USA?
I don't know.
This whole
Probably like
experience
70
is
something, right?
Yeah, something.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like 30, like every cent is like 70 cents. I mean, every dollar is 70 cents, something like that. But
Let me look.
How? Oh, because they're still predicated off the pound.
yes.
Sure.
I don't know. But
Oh, it's more.
no, it's not. U.S. is more than.
Oh yeah. 100 US dollars is 135 Canadian.
Oh, okay.
So
So then they're not off the
basically, I felt like such an asshole because I was like, don't even pay attention to him. He's probably just trying to ask. He's probably just trying to be like all up in our alleys because
You wanted money.
He wanted money, and then he gave me my debit card, and I was like, damn, like
How did you drop it?
it's just out of my wallet. I don't know.
That's
Little did
that's
you know that
literally
guy-
like a
That
movie.
guy stole it, fucking bought something with it, and then ran back.
Yeah,
No, but I was
Something
so
else.
surprised. Realistically, if I'm a homeless dude and some kid drops his debit
For
card,
real, man.
I'm snatching that. I'm homeless. I got
Well,
nothing to lose.
No, the thing with the
I
debit
got
card is
nothing.
you would need the PIN though.
Not all.
Some
of them.
places don't though.
Do you?
When? Well,
I've
have
been-
never
I've been to
used
a- I've been to-
debit
Hold
card.
up, hold up.
I've been to a lot of,
Think about this though, Darren. When you go to a drive-through, you just give them the debit card.
or when you, or
drive-thru?
chip.
Yeah, like a drive-through McDonald's, you give them the debit card, and they don't ask for the chip.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, I've been to a lot of convenience stores where they don't. So you got
I'm
to at
talking
least
about-
go.
yeah, like-
I mean,
And
then again, that's not true.
also-
I got $800 spent on my debit card. They didn't need my chip.
But hey, I want to
Your
say,
PIN.
They didn't need my PIN.
I want to say, yes, you don't need the PIN if it's all online. The CVC, everything's on the card. If it's all online, you don't
That
need
is
the PIN. And shit, I forgot the other point.
No,
I was
but
gonna say.
the homeless man isn't going to be able to go online.
Yes, I know, but he could. I mean, there's probably fucking.
Wait,
but
you're going to go to the fucking
libraries.
He can't. It's not like like he's gonna walk to a library just to use a computer so he can online shop.
No,
with your
you're
debit
right.
card?
You're right in some ways, but
Yeah, you're right in a lot of ways. But there was also something else I was gonna say about it that I forget now.
No, all right. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
You don't.
yeah.
You don't know.
At Cumberland Farms now, I don't know if it's like this in Canada, but at Cumberland Farms, you can just hit the green thing to skip the pin. I do it all the time. Yeah,
You can skip the.
you
PIN?
can skip the pin at Cumbies. That's the only place I've
sometimes.
seen it.
Hey, back to Montreal.
Okay. I don't use debit cards a lot.
We went to this bar, and it was like a bar in the hotel, and we bought like a shit ton of drinks. We bought like maybe 70 shots. I think we all each had like 5 or 6
70 shots of what?
green tea shots.
Green tea.
Yeah, they're so good. And the
What
bar,
is- what is it?
Oh yeah, I've heard about those, but I never
it's
had
like Jameson and then like green tea and something else, but it's good. And then so we get done.
It was good enough to have 70 of them.
We get the tab and we're sitting there like, fuck, we're gonna have to spend so much money. It came out $200 Canadian, and then we all
That
like,
doesn't seem that bad for
no
70.
no not at all. We all had like RBVs too. So I took out the rest of my cash and I was like, just get us more shots and let me just tip the hell out of these people because it was so low. Like we were watching football Sunday and just drinking, and we're getting shit faced. So then after that we went to this last like place that were like the college event, and it was just not good. I was texting my girlfriend at the time, and she was at that club. We went there, and she's like, I think we're about to leave, and I was like, we had like we bought another booth, and it was right next to their booth, but they were leaving, and then these girls like came over and like were like, this is our fucking booth, and started yelling in our faces, and we were like, whoa, like first of all, like relax. So then we got moved, and the girls got that booth, and then my girlfriend ended up leaving, and then she went home, and then we drank there for a while, and then we were like, all right, we're gonna go to a different club. But at the same time, she texted me and was like, you want to hang out? So me just knowing I should like this is the one. I ordered an Uber. This is at like also like 1. I didn't like skip out the whole night. But like it was at like 1. She texted me, so then we both Ubered back to my place and we hung out. And then I Ubered her home in the morning, and then that was the last time we saw each other, I think. Or no, second to last time we saw each other.
What do you mean? You've seen her a lot of times
That was
since.
Well,
in
okay.
Montreal.
So what
Oh, yeah.
I thought was going to be what in my head, like,
That was the last time you thought you were ever gonna see her.
yeah,
Okay.
like I never like
And
thought
what day was that? Was that D3 or 2?
I forget if we had 4 days or 3 days. It's kind of like all up.
Oh, right.
It was
Okay.
the second to last day.
But yeah, then we kept talking, and then we ended up FaceTiming like 2 weeks later. She ended up coming over like a month later, and
And now she controls his gaming limits.
What do you mean?
I don't know if it's
Well,
true,
no,
but like
she
we'll
doesn't
play.
control. She doesn't control my game limit.
We'll-
She just like if I was a little bit more talking to her than on my games, which is understandable.
No, we were playing Minecraft or whatever. he said something like,
Well-
"Yeah, she's let me play for the night" or some shit like
She's
that.
let me play
I
for
also
that.
I play on PC, so my keys are loud. So she doesn't like to listen to my keys while I'm
That's
playing.
fine. That's
So
fine.
it's
You know what I don't
understandable.
like to listen to while we're playing? You talking to your girlfriend. No offense, but like,
I'm sorry. She comes.
All right.
She comes first.
All right, let's talk about Minecraft though, because actually, hold on. Before we do that,
I didn't really play.
I have
I'm
an
not gonna
incredible
lie.
story. I'm going to be
Thank
honest. Incredible story.
Drive home was like 8 hours, and everybody was asleep. It was awful.
Who's driving?
Me. I drove all the way there, all the way back.
Well, no, that's karma for when I have that picture
Yeah.
of you.
Bullshit.
picture?
We
What do you
drove,
mean
we drove
bullshit?
30 minutes down the road.
Well, that was 30 minutes too long, Dan. I had to
What?
drive it all
That was,
alone.
that was the first
And
time.
then Jason
That was the
drove
first
my
time
car.
J Bear and M Bear met.
Yep. That whole
Who
situation.
the hell is J Bear and M Bear?
That would be his
John
brother and
Oh,
EM.
shit. Yeah,
Good day.
that's
Good,
an E.
good,
That's an
good,
E,
good
but-
day. Good day. But that conversation's over.
Yeah.
rest in
I
peace.
just talked to John about that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, John's becoming a new man.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's dead.
The old John.
All right, just to put that out there, his brother is not dead. There's no one deceased in the
Hey,
situation.
have you seen my tattoo yet?
I was gonna say that. I hope you know that I did notice it. I'm sorry.
You
that I,
haven't seen it yet?
no, I did. I want to say I'm sorry that I didn't bring it up earlier because I'd been thinking about it, but I wanted to wait for the story to end and then do it.
I fucking love this tattoo.
It's a lightsaber, bro.
It's a light.
And not only that, it's red. Not a good sign, but I'd like for you to explain.
Okay, so the initial plan behind this tattoo was I've always wanted a lightsaber on me because I love Star Wars. Star Wars is just one of my favorite.
the chosen one.
One of my favorite movie franchises
I love it, too.
ever. Like better than Marvel, better than any of that. I'll die by that. So me and John's idea was I get a red one and he'd get a blue one because you know John doesn't do shit. John's like the
I get that.
the good twin. So he
I
was gonna
can
get the
get
blue
that.
one and I was gonna get the red one.
I don't think you're on the
No,
dark
no,
side,
but
though.
I don't mind that because I like red anyways. Our color, okay. Also, just to say, when the real main reason behind it is because when we were born, we're identical. So my mom painted my toenail red and his toenail blue, which is red lightsaber, blue lightsaber. That's like the real reason. But then like there's that other like
That's cool.
The crazy part about this though,
is John a year later hasn't still not
Yeah.
got the tattoo, but he keeps saying he wants to get it, but he hasn't got it.
he hasn't got it.
But
Why did you even get it? with
I know.
him, though?
That's what I was.
Because I wanted it so bad.
Okay.
I wanted a new I want more tattoos, but I wanted one so bad.
Well, so do you have any more tattoos now?
No.
What are you getting next then?
I have so there's this thing called the olive branch, and I want it. It's Egyptian,
We
My
use
brother's
the,
not
we use the
Egyptian,
olive
not
branch for
Egyptian.
CDC.
but I
logo.
want to get it around my left knee going like that. But I want to build my knees.
My
first.
brother
What's,
has
what's
3
happened to your
tattoos.
knees?
Oh, I've messed up knees. Then you got my hand.
Yeah, what happened?
Then you
here?
got my finger.
Oh, yo, the what's it called?
Is
You
this was this all after high school?
No,
yeah,
my
that,
knees- my knees
that
are
right
all-
there is when he froze his
These-
finger
th-
off.
These
Almost.
are my hands looking like this is pretty much after high school. Yeah,
Wow.
I froze my hand and it burnt and bubbled up, and
This is
I
from
was-
HVAC.
I was out of work for a month. My hand. Yeah.
How is that going, by the way? The business.
Oh, it's good. Well, doing good.
Lovely.
You only got about 5 minutes left. I just want to say a little bit more, but
Well,
we have
I was
seven.
gonna say, we can go until they kick
yeah,
us
but then
out.
we gotta have an exit for the episode. We can't just fucking have
Oh,
it.
chill.
No, I'll just
Whatever.
whatever. We're not gonna think about it. She gave us till 7. We'll go to 7.
So yeah, I've gotten some injuries, but
You
know,
have. You have been injured quite significantly.
getting injuries will pay off one day.
It doesn't kill you.
Makes you
Makes you
stronger.
stronger. Yeah.
Um,
And now I have some cool ass scars.
yeah, What is your coolest scar? Would you say?
Definitely my hand being absolutely pink. And when it gets cold, it gets purple.
That is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
is
then
pretty damn
there's
cool.
the finger one.
That scar. Did you? What happened there? Was it just a laceration?
I
or-
slipped and accidentally punched a sheet metal collar, and it was ribbed, so it just sank in my finger. And then you got my knees.
Ah.
Ooh, I heard that, bro.
I
Ew.
messed up knees.
What
too.
is that?
Yeah.
What did I just experience?
But my coolest scar is 100% my hand because it's different colored.
Yeah.
No,
There was I know a guy. I know
Is that ever
a
gonna
guy.
go back?
I don't know.
No, it's a scar. That's good.
So, but my girlfriend, I don't know, I said my girlfriend a lot. My girlfriend Izzy, her finger goes to the left. Her like pinky. She
Is
like,
it like only at the joint?
so she like broke it in her sleep. I don't know what happened. So
What?
It-
How do you break your finger? in
it's
your
weird. It's a weird.
I'm sorry, but that might be a wake up call.
No, but no. She was like a kid. She was a kid.
Uh,
So her finger her finger goes like this way.
Wow.
Like her fingers are like that, and this is my hand. So our say we do get married, which we will. Both our hands are messed up, so our picture's gonna be very ugly.
That's not going to be ugly.
what
No,
picture?
it's
you
gonna
have a
be
picture.
unique.
Well, everyone has
Oh yeah,
their
ring.
wedding hand.
It'll be unique. It'll be.
Yeah, it is very unique.
It'll be yours.
Like our long distance relationship, very unique.
Yes, but I would argue too, though, that the way you're going about it is probably better than most people.
100%.
So, good on you, man.
Thank you.
I
we
hope you
both
know.
try very hard.
Yeah, it's like I said, it can be very tricky. So it's important to
It's also very easy.
you gotta give a little if you want to get
It's,
something.
it's very easy when they also help you. It's not a one-sided thing.
Yeah, because otherwise it's almost like almost becomes a burden.
Yeah, you
know?
can't put all the effort in. Like
You don't
when
want
I-
to make a job out of a relationship.
when I have to, so I'll go to her on Fridays after work. So it's like I get out of work 3:30 to 5, and then I drive to her. But in my mind, I'm not like pissed that I have to drive. Like I want to go see her. It's not like if it was only me, I'd be like, fuck, I gotta drive again. But I've never felt that way. And the drive honestly became easier. Like I'll be driving, I'll be like, holy shit, I've been on the road for 2 hours. It felt like 5 minutes.
Just what you get like tunnel vision.
Honestly, I'm just driving and just driving.
What are you listening to on the radio?
So there's this new thing on Spotify. It's called DJ, and I just hit it, and it just cycles random songs. So I've just been listening to everything.
Now these are completely random, or like these are songs you've listened to
It's
before?
some of them. It's like songs you listened to
And then
a
recommended.
year ago, and they'll play me
Wow.
those, and then we'll like be like, these are the all-time hip hop, and play me all-time hip. Like it's actually cool. Plays like 4 songs of every genre, and then just
And you said this was Spotify?
yeah,
I don't have Spotify.
yeah. I know I have Spotify Premium. So.
I'm an
Spotify,
Apple Music goer.
honestly, I feel like it is a little bit better.
I like Spotify.
Yeah.
I've never used anything else. Anything else is a bit like too confusing for me, so I just stuck with Spotify.
What is confusing about Apple Music?
Nothing. I just look at it and don't know what I'm looking at, so I know what I look at when it's Spotify.
You're a simple guy. You're a simple
Yeah,
guy.
100%.
There's no need to convolute something like music, realistically. I mean, even still, some of Spotify, some of that, I kind of get a little tripped up when I try to use it.
Spotify, in my opinion, I think Spotify might be a little bit more confusing.
But it's only because they have more services
Yeah,
they
that's true.
provide,
That's
too.
true.
More
They have a
to
lot
give,
of
yeah.
categories and shit.
Um,
Like shit like that, like DJ.
Yeah,
You
no,
get
it's just
DJ.
random dude. He
I don't have
comes
no
on.
damn DJ.
Wait, you have it's an actual dude? Yeah, man, let's fucking rip this shit.
This
Yeah,
is how,
what
this
if-
is how
what am I
it
looking
starts every time. I'm probably on it right now.
Can you select his voice or their voice?
I don't know.
Can
I
you make it
never
a
looked. So
female?
it's called
DJ?
DJ.
Now let's go ahead and get into some hip hop. Kid Cudi starting us off.
It just goes in.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
I am a fan of that.
I'm a huge fan because like then again like if I have to choose music every time it sucks and I can't play one playlist because no playlist is 4 hours long.
You know what I like to
wanna
do in
listen
that
like
situation?
No.
I would listen to a
Yeah,
You
concert.
just replaying music.
Yeah.
I listen to a dead show.
Oh, I couldn't listen to a concert while driving because I can't do background noise. I only want to hear like the music I'm listening to. Background noise just
What is it?
trip
What
me
is
out.
it? Isn't
Like the crowd. even.
Like that,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the background noise of the crowd.
I love the crowd. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I kind of love
Well,
the crowd
you like
when
being
they
in the
stop.
crowd.
adds to it.
You-
Yeah.
When
you-
they-
yeah,
yeah,
You
like,
like
there's a
you also
song-
like being in that crowd.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's like
true.
I wouldn't like being in that setting anyways, even though like really whoever it was. So like you like being there, so you're gonna like hearing it. Like,
You don't like concerts?
I don't really like loud spaces. in
Yeah.
general.
What about the club?
There's I'm not gonna lie. There's some things that like honestly, if I went to a concert, it probably wouldn't be that bad. But it's just
Depends on
my
the concert.
And I
It's
just love
just-
like when everyone cheers because like it was like
Yeah.
the last when I was watching I watched the Grateful Dead's like last 3 shows they were doing on their tour because it was gonna be the last, even though they're playing again this year. And when they
I'm
played,
glad. I really want to see them.
when they
I hope they
played,
keep doing it.
yeah, I know. But when they play this one song, it was like the start of the second set, and it's like a big popular song. And the second they like the first chord is strong, the whole crowd's like, yeah, like everyone's going crazy because everyone's hyped about it, I guess.
That's wonderful. Deadheads are awesome, man.
Why, you like them?
I'm a fan of the Grateful Dead. Yeah, Althea. I mean,
Fred's played
so
me some
many
music.
songs.
I played some music.
Are
What's his
you
face? Declan was playing some music one time. One of like Noah.
Declan Burns.
Yeah, he was. We were playing poker with him, or he was there one of the nights we were playing. But he was playing some. Yeah, a pound screwed to me. Yeah, a little Althea. I saw Althea live.
That's so cool. That is so cool. The coolest thing I've seen live was probably Santeria. Like that's all right, but like, come on, that's nothing compared to the Grateful
So
Dead.
wait, can I ask your opinion? Do you like the tattoo?
I'm a big fan of the tattoo.
I think it's very it's very unique. Nobody.
I'm a little bit surprised though as to why, like, the actual light wasn't filled in.
I didn't want it filled in.
Did it hurt?
No, I just
You didn't
really,
like it?
I just didn't really want it filled in.
How come?
I don't know.
It looks more like Neo. What is that like? Neon when it's not filled in, kind of
Yeah.
like outline.
Yeah, no, because they made it like the like little I don't know.
Well, if you look at a
Okay.
lightsaber in like the original trilogies, they are more like bright.
Yeah, it's more of a bright thing instead of like a.
Like the ones with the one where like the
Oh.
one where Luke fought Vader and then
No, but
in the movie.
you can clearly see.
No,
what
yeah, I know,
color
I
it is.
agree.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm not gonna lie. If I do go back to like get more tattoos, which I'm gonna, I might think about filming it.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of do like the way it looks.
And like how it is, it's like small enough to where like you only like I wear
Is-
like little like smaller shorts, so like you'll see this and you'll be like, oh, what is that? And I can show.
Is
Actually,
do you,
about the Club of Montreal.
okay.
Before Izzy showed me a picture on her phone of her like dressed up as Princess Leia as a kid on Halloween, and I was like, no fucking way. And I lifted and showed her my lightsaber. And she's like, no fucking way.
She likes Star Wars.
She's like, I love Star Wars.
Wow, that is extraordinary.
That's where I knew it was the
Something
real
else?
deal.
Yeah.
That's why long distance is okay, because I knew that I get along with her. I knew that this could be a good thing for me.
Okay. Well, I think as easy as it is to have things such as that fall apart, you've gone about this in a fairly
Another
Fairly good
episode,
way.
another notification.
Another notification. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be in the show. Just in case you wanted to know, that was my friend Jack Wilczewski,
Oh,
and he's still going. He just wants you to know that he thinks that Jay-Z is a good artist, and I agree with him. I think Jay-Z is also a good artist. All right, back to this. I think you have done something extraordinary, yeah. And even if she is not somehow, this ideal partner for you, despite the fact that there are these strangely coincidental things that have occurred, even if somehow that's all, you can just excuse that away. This, at the very least, is going to be a time that you will not forget.
Oh, no way.
So, yeah. So once again, I'm glad to have you as always.
Yeah, it was a great episode with the guest.
Dan, it's phenomenal to see you. I'm glad I got to figure out a little bit more
Yeah,
about
that's
you.
her.
I wish you the best with your relationship as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Cave Convos.
It has
I've been one of your co-hosts, Dare Bear, joined by,
Polar Reg.
and also joined by very special guest,
D-Bear.
D
It
Bear.
was a pleasure having me.
It was a pleasure.
It was
to
a
have.
pleasure.
Pleasure.
Peradventure, you will actually make a return.
I will.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise I will. I actually want to make a return. And
Maybe
maybe
with some other people.
I
too.
will. Maybe me and the first J-Bear will come and have
Yeah.
a show. We can do a little twins episode.
Yeah, we
that
do a
would be-
twin
that would be
episode.
good. But Jay Bear actually cannot be on the show until he gets his tattoo.
Facts.
If he hears this, then he'll know that. So,
Okay.
J-Bear, you heard the circumstance.
All right.
That was good.
The circumstance. I'm proud of you. You did very good.
Yeah,
there.
big word.
He's growing. You're growing and developing. But yeah, anyways, that's been Cave Convos. Thank you very much for listening once again. We hope you hear from us again. Thank you, and goodbye.